Today I'd like to welcome you to a tour of Silver Lining. This is a 2007 Marlow 53C. It has 835 horsepower Detroit diesel MTU engines, Series 60, and it's one of the more powerful powered 53Cs. It cruises nice at 16, 17, 18 knots, tops out 19 or 20. Carries plenty of fuel for easy 1,000-mile range at 8 knots with plenty of reserve. Come on aboard and I'd like to show you the deck. It's been raining on and off today, so I've got the covers on the cushions here and I don't have the little table and chairs set up. But normally you could set up a nice little seating area here. Pretty nice for 4 or 5 adults. Come on forward. Right here's your fuel fill door. This boat carries 1,200 gallons. It's 2 tanks, but they're cross-connected, so they're treated as one logical tank. So I've certainly got a 1,000-mile range at 8 knots. Notice how the cleats are recessed here, so as I walk by I don't snag my leg. And it's raining today, and this is a great example of how nice these side decks are. So I'm fully protected. I can work the deck here without being in the rain. Come on forward. One of the things a lot of the owners tell me they really like, and my wife's told me this as well, is it's very safe to stand here and put the line on the bow pole. So as I back into a slip, I'll typically run the line to right here so that she can just put the loop on the pole. I'm much safer here than if I just had a rail. This area is called the Portuguese Bridge, and it came from a tradition of Portuguese fishermen used to stand at a rail and tuna fish. It's really a nice safety thing, as I showed you before. It also helps keep a lot of the water off the side decks. So on a rough day, it's very secure back behind this bulwark. These doors open. And I have nice upholstered seats, cushions that go here. It's raining today, so I didn't put them out. But this is a great place to sit when you're at anchor, great place to sit when the sun's going down. And you can imagine with these doors shut, there's really nowhere a dog or a grandkid can fall under a rail. It's a very, very safe yacht when it comes to the deck. Up forward here, I've got a windlass with twin gypsies. And the idea of 2 anchors isn't that you use 2 at the same time, but you'll see he's got a nice pointy plow on one side and a Danforth on the other. So this one holds really nice in the sand of the Bahamas, and this one's better for a muddy river. So it's really nice to have 2 different types of anchors. Okay, let's walk around the other side deck, and I want to show you a really special feature on this yacht. When this boat was originally ordered, the gentleman who ordered it had pretty limited mobility. He was in a wheelchair a lot of the time, he used a cane a lot of the time, and stairs were a big problem for him. So one of the main features we did for him to make him comfortable was build this day head. And I actually find it very convenient. The other thing we did for this gentleman was, instead of the stairs being spaced at I think 7 or 8 inches is normal, we spaced them a little bit closer together, and I don't find it cumbersome at all, and it's actually much easier on your knees. Come on in. Actually, I'm going to open this door. I want to show you this other door opening up. It's pretty neat on a nice day. Hasn't been opened in a while. So on a nice day, I can open up back here. I also have 2 doors and 2 hatches forward, so I can get a really nice airflow through here and really open up the boat. This 53C carries an 18-foot 4-inch beam, so it's much beamier than most boats in this class. This makes this Salon feel much homier and much larger while still giving you the side decks. This particular boat was built with the built-in seating on one side and the freestanding chairs on the other, which I find is a great combination. The chairs are very comfortable, and this built-in seating is really nice if you're a long-term cruiser, because you've got lots of storage underneath for all your stuff. So there's a lot of room under here. This U-shaped galley is really nice underway. You've always got an easy handhold, so if it is a little rough, you're kind of confined in here, and it feels very secure. You've got a nice working triangle. My refrigerators and freezers are aft, and this is really nice because when the boat's on plane and the bow's up a little bit, they naturally want to stay shut. So on a rough day, these drawers don't want to come open, they want to stay shut. I have a Fisher Paykel dishwasher here, and a convection microwave, and a full-size oven, and a nice 4-burner cooktop, and this does have C-rails to hold the pot securely if you're underway. Lots of storage above. This is a real fan that goes out, so all your cooking smells do actually go out. Lots of storage inside the cabinets. You'll also notice all the Marlows, the cabinets are all fully finished. So inside these cabinets, it's all lined with Formica. You won't find any rough edges or any raw plywood. But this lower helm offers excellent visibility, and I find myself driving from the lower helm a lot of the time. I tend to dock and, you know, if I'm in a congested area, I like to be up top just because I like the height. But if I'm 3 miles off the beach just cruising along at 9 knots, I'm down here in the air conditioning. The drinks are close by. My wife usually sits right there in the corner, and we can watch the world go by. The electronics on this vessel have not been updated. This is the older Raymarine E series. Some of it works, some of it has backlighting problems. My recommendation here would either be to put in a new Garmin package, or actually Raymarine has a new Axiom system that would integrate better with some of these existing components. Your master stateroom. You really want the master stateroom in the middle of the boat. When you're spending this much money on a yacht, you shouldn't be sleeping in the bow anymore. Sleeping in the bow is always more motion and more noise. Right here, I'm about the center of buoyancy. The fuel tank's right behind here. The center of buoyancy for the boat is right about here. So when this boat moves a little bit, this is the most stable spot. It's a real king-size bed. You're in the middle of the boat. You've got a nice big head and shower and lots of storage. All right, as you first come down the stairs, you'll notice that this Portscat stateroom has a much larger than normal door. We did this to make this feel more open when you're down in this hallway. And you've got natural daylight here. And we found that a lot of the customers weren't using this as a stateroom that often. So we built this as kind of an office and stateroom. So it's a great place to have your computer set up, pay your bills, all that stuff. All right, come on forward and let's look at the VIP. This is a queen size width with the corners trimmed to fit the hull. Beautiful stateroom, all built in satin teak. The teak's very traditional, and one of the things people sometimes underestimate about teak is how well it ages. So you can look at a 20-year-old Marlow, and this teak is still in great shape. Most yachts don't age well because of the carpets and fabrics and things don't age well. But this has all been covered with a satin urethane, and these are solid teak panels, and this is teak veneer trimmed in solid teak, and this is going to look great forever. All right, welcome to the Flybridge. This has been left open, and a lot of the owners choose to leave this open here in Florida because I have a lower helm. It's air conditioned and it's good when I'm in bad weather. If there's a lot of plastic here, it's a greenhouse up here and it's just too hot. So I actually prefer boats with a really nice lower helm to be open like this. Right now it's very comfortable up here even though it's 88 degrees. But any breeze I have, I'm getting. I've got a nice stid chair here. Again, these main electronic screens probably need upgrading. Very comfortable seating. Really nice teak table up here. And then this yacht also has the option of teak decks up here, which we don't do very often. It's very nice. I don't think there's anything more slip resistant than teak when it's wet. All right, I've still got some owner's gear and stuff in the crew cabin lazarette area, so I'm not going to feature that yet, but we're just going to pop over to the engine room. I'm going to go through the deck hatch here, down the ladder into the engine room. Okay, now we're down in the lazarette crew area, and many owners are owner-operators, but I think you'll find after a year or two of owning a yacht of this caliber, you'll learn pretty quickly that you can go really long distances. And if you decide to escape your normal cruising grounds and maybe go to the BVI or maybe go all the way up to Maine, then you might want to have help on the boat maybe a couple weeks a year. And I see most owners evolve to this over time. This owner didn't do much of that, and there's no mattresses here now, but this boat was built to have a mattress on the port and starboard side, and they've got a microwave and a TV down here, and it's air conditioned. It's really a pretty nice part-time crew cabin. And then aft here, there's a head and sink and handheld shower. Most of the time the crew's going to use dock facilities and use the marina showers and stuff like that. But if you want to take on help for 4 or 5 days and get the boat moved 1,000 miles, this is a really nice option. All right, let's go into the engine room. All right, these are Series 60 Detroits, and they're 835 horsepower. Most of the boats built in this series had 700 horsepower Caterpillars. So this boat having another 135 horsepower per side makes it perform probably a knot faster at cruise, because they're similar weight to a C12 but have quite a bit more power. Very functional engine room. My air conditioning chilled water system is over there. Some generators right here. Forward there is my Naiad stabilizer hydraulic unit. My fuel tanks are forward here. And this is my sea chest. So all the Marlows have a central sea chest. So the salt water comes into the boat via the sea chest, and that acts as the strainer, and then everything that needs water comes off of that. All right, if you've been waiting for a really nice yacht to come on the market under $1.5 million, I would say this is probably one of the nicest ones available in the last year or two. It's in really good shape, has very low hours on it. Come see it. We're over in Sneed Island, Florida, just south of Tampa.